I don't want to play Rivals today, so we're doing Am I the Ass? Okay, let's see if we can find any. Okay, that's kind of rude. So, am I the ass for asking my friend to stop complimenting my postpartum body? I, 31 female, gave birth earlier this year. A few people have given me compliments, not sure how genuine, but I have a friend, 29 female, who is very blunt with her compliments. She called my butt big, said my stretch marks look awesome. She said she bet men look at me more now. Has called me chunky. She had called parts of me juicy. Okay, this is weird. This is weird. What? Why is she saying that to her? I understand trying to make me the new mommy still feel pretty, but I feel uncomfortable. Yeah, that's very uncomfortable. What the heck? I'm asking my friend to stop complimenting my postpartum body, and she looked sad and she told me she was just trying to help. She called me ungrateful and insecure. Am I the asshole? No, that's just weird. I don't know. I don't like that at all. I think that's just really, like, it's not being nice. It's being, like, it's kind of being, like, perverted. Like, oh, yeah, now guys are gonna look at you more since you, like, it's just weird. Like, no one wants to, like, hear that. I would say you are not the asshole. I feel like that's weird. Am I the asshole for continuing to call my future stepmom by her first name? You see, with these ones, it's very interesting because you don't know, like, having like a stepmom and being like their like stepchild, you can't really like erase like their actual mother, because like that's not how it works. And if like the stepmom is being kind of mean, you're just like no. I, 19 female, would refer to the girlfriend, okay, 28 female of my dad, holy shit, 43 male, as my stepmom. When I was in high school, my stepmom was my after-school dance tutor. Oh, that's weird! Over a year after my parents got divorced, my stepmom told me she always had feelings for my dad and asked my permission to ask him out. My stepmom has a very long and hard to pronounce Hispanic last name. She has a short American name, a short American first name. I am used to calling her by her first name, but my dad doesn't like that. He wants me to call her Miss, her last name, a variation of mom, and some other title of authority. I call her Miss, her last name, when my dad is around, but I call her her first name when it's just her. And when it's her and I. My stepmom doesn't like it when people mispronounce or struggle to say her last name. Am I the asshole? Calling her by her first name is not bad. Why would you want, like, if you, like, I don't know. I don't like the authority thing, because, like, that's not her mom. That's insane. That's what I'm thinking. No one in the entire history of Earth has ever called a stepmother Miss last name. That's insane. That's so weird! She's closer to her age rather than the dad. Like, that could be her bestie. I don't know. I feel like they're not the asshole. Like, that's just weird as heck to me. Am I the asshole for telling my friend she's in the same league as men she calls ugly? That's kind of juicy. Now it's getting good, okay? And it says everyone sucks. I don't know what that means, but okay. My friend, 19 female, downloaded dating apps like Tinder and Hinge for the first time about a week ago. For reference, she's always the type that always says she wants a boyfriend, wants to do couple things, feels lonely, single, etc. She's also, in my opinion, at least very normal and average looks-wise. Not ugly, not super hot, just alright. Like, that's kind of crazy to say. Since then, she's been complaining to me that almost all the men there are ugly, short, etc. And she doesn't match with anybody hot. I asked to see which people she was calling ugly, and so she showed me her likes. And it mostly showed people perfectly in her league, as in moderately attractive guys. I told her these guys were all in her league, and she should give some of them a chance, since she always complains about wanting to be in a relationship. She denied that she's in the same league as them, and said that she's much more attractive than them. I pointed out that, in her own words, she doesn't match with any of the guys she does find attractive, so she's not in their league. What? She said I was an asshole. Am I? Whoa! That's crazy to say. Guys, what do you think? I need to hear what you guys think before I say anything. Sounds like this person has high self-confidence and very low self-awareness. I think they're both kind of assholes. Everyone sucks there. Why? Why does everyone suck? Because, like, the friend is, like, not giving people a chance, and the other friend, like, literally just called her, like, unattractive. I feel like I feel like that's kind of an asshole move. Like, if someone told me, like, hey, the people you're saying ugly, you're kind of like, you're just like them, I would be upset. But, like, I don't know, I don't think anyone's ugly. Like, everyone has a type, okay? Looks only get you so far, you know? So if you're, like, an asshole, like, listen, I like asshole characters, okay? I do like them, but, like, if like that happened in real life, it would be like, oh god, no. Average dudes are matching. Do you think you might be also average? Kind of crazy to, like, say that to, like, your friend, because you want to hype them up, you know? Like, this is kind of crazy. I would say everyone's sexier, you're right. Am I the asshole for cooking dinner when I was sweaty and stinky? Guys, I was talking about, like, the word, like, stinky to my friends, and I hate being called stinky. I don't like it as a term of endearment. I freaking hate it. Moist is funny. I think moist is funny, but, like, I don't call my friends moist. I, 20 female, was cooking dinner for my pregnant sister, 26 female, her boyfriend, 27 male, my mom, 46 female, and my dad, 49 male. The kitchen was hot and I was really sweaty. When my sister and her boyfriend came in, they didn't say anything about my appearance. During dinner, everyone was eating except my sister. I asked her what's wrong, and she said she doesn't want to eat someone from someone. She eating, like, human food? Like, is she eating, like, is she turning to cannibalism, or, like, what's eat something from someone who was sweaty and stinky while cooking? The dinner was awkward after that. Am I the asshole? No! Your sister is pregnant and she should freaking suck it up. That's still barely an adult. Your sister's an asshole. Holy shit. Am I the asshole for not congratulating my friend on publishing a book? First, kind of doesn't look bad, to be honest. You don't have to congratulate everyone for, like, publishing a book. I think it's nice congratulating your friend for publishing a book. So I would say, like, on the edge, just saying from the title, kind of, like, that's a really big accomplishment. But let's see what they have to say on why. So a friend of mine recently self-published a children's book on Amazon. You can do that. She made a big announcement on social media about how excited she was to start this new chapter in her life as an author. I know a lot of people who want to be an author, and I think that's really cool. Awesome. Let's go. She also texted me about it, and I responded that it was really cool and that I'd buy a copy when I could afford it. I also asked what the story was about. She told me I'd have to buy it to find out. Okay. I don't know about you guys, but I learned this is a trauma response, okay? I don't mind spoilers for a reason. I guess, like, apparently everything's a trauma response. I don't know, but I don't mind spoilers. I don't care about, as long as, like, my friends don't care about spoilers, I spoil them. I'm like, you should still watch it. If they watch it and they're like, yeah, that was really good, you know? Because, like, it's still, even though you know what happens, it's still really cool to, like, get there, in my opinion. Like, I don't mind spoilers at all. Later, my husband saw the cover and was curious if it was AI generated. Immediately, no. I asked my friend who her illustrator was, and she said she used Canva AI. Personally, I didn't really care either way, so I just didn't respond to that message right away. Ugh. A few hours later, she followed up asking why I had asked. I was on my phone, so I didn't see it right away. When I didn't respond again, she sent another message basically saying, are you gonna reply or not? I asked her. I told her I was just curious. I didn't want to mention that someone else thought it looked like AI, since it felt like it would come across as rude. I would be rude. Guys, I do not like AI art. Yeah, I wouldn't congratulate her. It's just like, ew. She then sent a long message along the lines of, I already have one friend criticizing my book. And then there's you. Whoa! No congratulations, just asking about the artwork, as if you're trying to find something negative. So why don't you be honest about why you're asking? That's kind of crazy. I replied, please calm down. I can't afford to buy your book right now. When people are proud of something, they usually enjoy talking about it. So I thought asking questions was a way to show I was interested. She didn't respond after that. Later, her husband, who I work with, mentioned that she was upset I didn't congratulate her. I had no choice but to be at their house soon for an overnight visit. I'm already dreading any potential awkwardness. Oh my gosh, my nose itches. Should I approach her once I'm there, or just camp out in the guest room and hole up until the last minute? Me and him will have a tight schedule that morning to avoid any potential conversation. I generally wasn't trying to downplay her new book. The first thing that came to mind was to ask questions to support since I couldn't buy it. But now I'm wondering if I should unintentionally dismissive. If I was unintentionally dismissive. I hope I didn't unintentionally mislead when I look back at our text. I didn't use the word cool. I said the story sounded funny. She marketed it as a hilarious story to read at bedtime, and the title has a shock value. And maybe that makes it better or worse. I'll just paste the exact text I'll send initially in response to her text about the book. When I can, I'll totally buy a copy. What's the story? It sounds funny. Okay. Guys, what do you think? I don't think they're the asshole. I think, like, their friend is dumb for using AI. Like, I don't, like, it's just so weird that they're, like, so defensive over it, too. They're like, well, like, you can literally pay an artist. Very easy. There's so many people. There's so many artists. Definitely not the asshole. Yep. Would I be the asshole if I give my daughter an outdated name? I'm 32 female and currently 7 months pregnant, and we were told by the doctor that it's going to be a girl. So me and my husband, 33 male, have been thinking of names until we decided on a name we like. We decided to name her Audrey. And when I told everyone at the baby shower, one of my sisters told me it was an outdated name, and she said that she'd get bullied for having a name like that, which is funny because she wanted to name Ashley. There's no way this is real. After a while of her making comments about the name, we eventually kicked her out of the shower. I blocked her on all social media. Medias, when she kept messaging me, telling me to change the name. So would I be the asshole if my... No, what? Like, I think Audrey is a pretty cute name, I'm not gonna lie. That's not an outdated name, but what the... Just name the kid Ashley! Like, normal. Bro, that's gonna get her bullied. My name is all yes. Hashtag booty huntress. That's crazy. Imagine, guys, imagine if we were all called our usernames. And if a username was taken, their name was taken, you gotta do _X, capital X. Hi, my name is XXXX _3 2 _ X _ star _ Imagine, it's so funny, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of usernames wouldn't be bad, but like having, like, imagine someone dies, their username is open. Let's go. Like, they really should like delete some of the old usernames. Like, people just have it. Okay, am I the asshole for refusing to take out my K-pop photo card from my phone? Okay, so what's a K-pop photo card? What does that mean? Okay, I, 19 female, and my boyfriend, 21 male, had an argument today. Basically, I'm a huge K-pop fan. I have a photo card of a K-pop boy from a group. I really like him on the back of my phone, and my boyfriend got really mad. Okay, so like, it's just a photo of him on the back of your phone? So that's basically it? Okay. He said, men find that stuff's cringe. Really cringe. I don't like it, so take it out. I basically said no, because it's my phone, so shouldn't I be allowed to do with it what I want? Like, yeah, like, it's not like you're gonna date them. Like, is he insecure about, like, a K-pop idol that, like, will, like, not ever date anyone? I have a problem with a few things. He can't use the argument I'm lusting after other men for a few reasons. He asked me if I could... What is this? What? I'm not even reading that. His whole Instagram feed is photos of girls in bikinis. He shows me photos of Emma Myers? Who's that? Whoa, he's like red flag galore. And he's asking like, oh, take him out of your phone. That's okay, listen. That's definitely insecurity talking. Yeah, like what? I asked him why, and his only answer was that he found it cringe. Absolutely nothing about being jealous or anything of that sort. I honestly didn't take the conversation that serious at first until he hung up. I took it out because he seemed generally super upset, but then I was pretty annoyed for a few reasons. Yeah, I would be annoyed too. My boyfriend and I have been only dating 9 months, and he's pretty animate? I can't pronounce that. I should move in with him. No. Don't do it! 9 months? No. So what will he do when I inevitably buy K-pop albums? Is that off limits too? Why is that I can't have K-pop photo on my phone, but he can have hair girls on his TikTok and Instagram? I've also been noticing my boyfriend, Japanese, which might give some context, isn't a big fan of Korea. Oh, that's weird. Might also explain it. If this case, then I'm even more annoyed. Ooh, ugh. No, I found that an asshole because it's just a picture I can take off. No, you're good. I talked to my boyfriend, he literally said this. I mean, you can buy K-pop albums if you want, but if you ask me, do you not like it? Then yeah, I don't like it. The reason is because they... What? Whoa, that is horrible. What? So I guess the two main issues for her boyfriend is they're men that's horrible. He's your ex-boyfriend. Run. That's so bad. What did I read? Am I the asshole for not letting my brother move in after I caught him snooping through my stuff? My 27 male brother, 24 male, recently asked me if he could crash at my place for a few months. I agreed because he said he was trying to get back on his feet. Makes sense. One day while I was at work, I came home early, finding him going through my closet and my desk drawers. He acted like it was no big deal, said he was just looking for headphones. We had literally opened sealed envelopes and moved things around. That's a little bit weird. That's a little bit weird. I told him I don't feel comfortable with him staying anymore. Gave him 48 hours to find someone else. Now my mom is calling me heartless and saying family is family and I should have given him another chance. Am I the asshole of kicking him out instead of just talking it through? I'd say, like, it could be talked through. Like, hey, if you're gonna stay here, I'm gonna be locking my door then. And, like, you can't go through snooping, you know? Like, I would still talk it out. Be like, hey, if you're gonna stay here, you can't do that. And I will be putting cameras around now and locking my doors. I would say not the asshole. I would still try to talk it out, but yeah, going through someone's mail is, like, very bad. Like, why would you do that anyway? Am I the asshole for telling my friend he still owes me money? From the title, what do you guys think? I feel like you're not the asshole from the title, but let's keep on reading. I'm a graphic designer, and back in February, my friend and his dad needed a logo and a business cards made. I prioritized them instead of a couple other clients because I knew I would get it done fast and effectively. Okay, this is business. This is business. When it came down to ordering them, I went with their printing business. I ordered how many they wanted and even picked them up and delivered them to their house. This wasn't necessary, but I wanted to see their reactions and how they looked. I told them it was $80 to order and print, to which they gave money immediately. Okay. However, there was still a cost of my time and service that had to be paid. There we go. There we go. That is true. Guys, like, even if they're your friend, you kind of deserve to get paid. Hello? $300. My friend said that he would take care of it and his dad was busy covering other expenses, but he would need until the following week to pay in full. I thought, hey, he's my friend for years. He's good for it. He's good for it. So I told him no problem. Fast forward 2 months and I still wasn't paid. Ooh. I messaged him reminding him that he still hasn't paid me and that the reminder was purely business, not affecting our friendship. He replied with, I can give you $100 for the next 3 weeks, but there's some expenses that I have to take care of first. To me, that was a shock. This was going to be an issue, which it sounds like it was going to be from the start. I wouldn't have gone through all the things I had to do for them. Fast forward 3 months to today. 3 months? You haven't got paid for $300? Oh my gosh. Like, is their business failing or something? I still haven't received anything. He quit the business with his dad and was jobless for a month and a half. But still went out and did things, spent money, and told us all about it. He has a job now. He's been working there for 3 weeks now. I want to say something to him, but I know I'll come off as rude because I've waited so long. However, I just can't roll over because it's my own business. You are not the asshole. I would be the asshole. Be like, hey, I need the $300. I'm starving. I would, you know what I'm saying? I would kind of lie. I am dying. Give me $300 for this pill. Bro, at this point, call the dad. The person's getting screwed over. If that business is still on the logo, they're violating your IP rights. Yeah, pay $300 up front. Not the asshole. They are the asshole. That's up. Ooh, this looks juicy. Am I the asshole for calling my older brother out at a very important family meeting? I, 31 female, am a twin and have 5 siblings aged 31 to 44. Since last January 2024, my second oldest brother, 42 male, has been mistreating me. Now, I don't know why. Oh. One day, he just stopped talking to me and would ignore me whenever possible. It's been a year and a half now, and I have made several attempts to reconcile. I tried to make small talk, ask questions about why he's doing that, and basically anything I could to get a conversation with him. Mind you, he's 10 years plus 9 months older than me. I adored him, and I'm the godmother of his teen daughter. I held him in high regard because he was my primary giver growing up, and I loved him like a father figure. So him treating me like a stranger is breaking my heart. It got out of hand when he would make passive-aggressive comments out loud when were directly aimed at me. What the heck? What's happening? And when he would make up a scenario or conspiracies about me, my husband, and our children. Then he would share those things with our whole family. So it just seemed crazy because none of it was true, and it didn't bother him with him a bit. What the heck? Until today, I completely lost it and called him out at a very important family meeting regarding our father's will. Well, being 70 male, our father is going through a domestic dispute with his 56 female common law, and I was the first person to reach him and support him. Once they resolved, we had a family meeting on how to better support him in his current situation. Since I was first on the scene, I was informed. The information I relayed was important. My brother asked our mother what happened. I cut in quickly answered. He didn't react and looked at me, then proceeded to repeat his question towards our mother. I lost it. Ooh! I shut down and planned to leave and return home to my own family. When I got to my truck, I said no to myself, gave myself a quick mental pep talk, walked back in and right up to him. I explained to you what happened. You don't hear me. You don't see me. You don't want to acknowledge me or my children. I have had enough, and I won't tolerate your disrespect anymore. I've been trying to talk to you for over a year. My voice cracked and I was panicking, hyperventilating. He still didn't look at me. Our family was shocked. I walked to my truck and drove home. And now I feel like an asshole, but my sisters came to check up on me. Apparently he got heated on by our own mother. I didn't mean for it to end like that, and I crashed out. Am I the asshole? Thanks. I don't think you are. What the f? Why is he not talking to you? Has anyone got answers for him? Why he acted like that? What? That's so weird. Yeah, not even close to being an asshole. Listen, I would have crashed out way before this. But it's good with, it's with family members, to be honest. Yeah, what the heck is going on with your brother? What? That's insane. I want an update. It was 15 hours ago. Let me in! Tell me what happened! What do you say? What? I don't understand how, that could happen. That's so weird. Hey, something has to be going on. It's kind of crazy. That's insane to me to think. Yeah, it's just weird. What the heck? Calm down, buddy. That's so weird. My gosh. Like, who does that? That's... like, oh my goodness. That is just weird as heck. Like, big baby. He's a big baby. That's what he is. Like, that's insane.